Hi, my name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars, and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin. You're going to want to check this one out. This is a 1968 Pontiac Firebird 400. Extra special, and I'll tell you why. Loaded with options. Pontiac Historical, documented, number matching, loaded to the gills. Number match 400, big block motor, hood tachometer, power steering, power disc brakes, air conditioned, deluxe interior, the clock, the gauge cluster, tilt wheel, power windows, remote mirror, power top, cruise control, rally two wheels. The list just goes on and on and on. The story is CEO of Pontiac ordered the car new and owned it till 2000. And that was out in California. I do know for sure the car lived in California till 2000. I can't verify who owned it prior to that. But we sold this car in 2000. I sold it. And the gentleman unfortunately just passed away, so this is from his estate. While he owned it, he did typical maintenance and did have the engine rebuilt as well. So we have a lot of good documentation here from Pontiac Historical Service and the receipts for the work that's been done. But this is a rare car, loaded with options, rare color. Go to volocars.com. You can look at the photos and the documentation, read the information about the car. You'll find a price tag on this car and every car we have for sale, along with the monthly finance option as well. That's at volocars.com. If you enjoy the video, subscribe, click on the bell icon. You'll be notified as the new videos are posted. But for right now, that top's down. Let's go for a spin. Okay, again, California car, so clean, original California metal underneath. The floors, the frame rails, the braces, the rockers, all original and solid. I didn't see any rot. I didn't see any places where it's been repaired or replaced either. So it hasn't even been spray painted. What you look at is good, clean, honest, original metal. Maintained as needed. The steering box was replaced. It looks like the ball joints were replaced. This does have the ride and handling package. I'm not sure what that consisted of. Usually different springs and heavier duty sway bar and shocks. The shocks aren't brand new, but they're not that old. Does have disc brakes in front. The calipers and hoses look fairly fresh. E-brake assembly is hooked up. Does have a new dual exhaust with Dynamax mufflers underneath there. Looking up at the motor, it's clean. It has not even 1,000 miles on it since it was rebuilt, so the motor is fresh. Has a new high torque starter. It has the original turbo 400 automatic transmission. It's a 10-bolt rear end in the back. Now let's check out the body. So it is the Firebird 400. That's the equivalent to the Camaro SS396. This is Pontiac's version of that. And the 400 came with these scooped hoods, and the other Firebirds did not. So anyway, it's the metal hood. We got the hood tachometer. All this lines up nice and square and straight and looks real nice. No issues with the body. It looks like it's straight. It all fits real nice. The bumper fits the body very well. All nice and clean. All clean metal. All smooth along the bottom here. Yep, no rust. Here's a good sized chip that's been touched up with the right colors, so it's not that noticeable. It's a little something down here. It feels smooth, but yeah, okay, some chipped paint. It's not bubbles, it's some chipped paint that's been touched up. I forgot to wipe it off. It's wet outside, and there's some water splashed up here, but no rust, all straight. Trunk lid corner sits up a little high right there. Maybe the rubber pushing it up sits up a little high here. This is funny. This is a blast from the past. 20 years ago, we were putting these, just a sticker, but we were putting these on the cars. It's still there. Got the arrowhead marker light. Yeah, no rust, all clean metal. Boy, no bubbles, and this paint job was on there when we sold it 20 years ago. So I think it's pretty safe to say this is a clean body. The paint, I think they call it Aleutian Blue. It's a nice smoky blue color with a lot of sparkly metal flake. It's all laid out very nicely. There's a touch up on the corner of the hood. It shows very well, polished, smooth, and glossy. There's some sort of imperfection here, like a raised spot in the paint. So, I mean, the paint shows really well. You're going to have a couple imperfections. It's over 20 years old, but it's really nice from what I see. Emblem looks real sharp. There's a little crack under at the paint here. I think they probably over-tightened this and caused the paint to crack. Barely noticeable. Front bumper, the chrome is really nice. Has a little mild wear on it, but a really nice bright bumper. Nice emblems. Stainless trim looks like it's good original. The windshield's crystal clear, probably been replaced. Has the optional mirror on this side, the deluxe mirror. It's original. There is some pitting on the chrome, some pitting on the door handle. The little gills here are nice. The stainless trim is straight and nice. Rear mount antenna. Yeah, it's an FM antenna, so it's got a different stereo now. Rear bumper, real shiny. Emblems, shiny. Rally 2 wheels, a little nicked up, but they present very nicely. Same with the trim rings. They're shiny, but here's like a dent right here. So a little wear and tear, but overall, very good. This mirror, remote mirror, is also got some pitting, but it's shiny. All right, let's open it up, see what it's like inside. I'm going to tell you this trunk lid sticking up and back is because of the rubber. For one, you can push it down. Look how it springs open, and you got to kind of slam it. So this rubber is really thick. Hopefully that'll go down some eventually. BF Goodrich tire looks like it's never been used. So there's the nubs on the tread. Perfectly clean, rust-free original metal. It's been spatter painted. The well liner's been replaced. Rally 2 wheel. It has the shaker cans in the corner. All convertibles have those, like a counterbalance weight. So nice, nice trunk. This is not a nut and bolt restored car, but it's a clean, honest 74,000 mile California car. And again, loaded with options, number matching and documented. So the door jambs are painted nicely. The bottom of the doors are clean. Weatherstrips are replaced. It's a deluxe door panel. It has the molded armrest. You'll see the power window switches and the remote mirror joystick. And then there's also got some speakers someone cut into the doors. Now if you look at the dash, it looks like there's a repair done right here. Dash is good. There are some cracks in the original steering wheel. But you have a tilt column. You got cruise control button here. You got 160 mile an hour speedometer with the speed minder. See that little dial, a needle? You should be able to set that at like 70 and it'll buzz when you hit 70. You have the gauge cluster. Why don't you take a look at the tachometer while we're in here. They did put a Pioneer cassette stereo. That was probably there when I sold the car. We have a clock. That was optional. You got the console with the wood grain. A little bit nicer than a Camaro. Carpets look real good. Pearl white on the upholstery. This is the woven upholstery, part of the deluxe interior. Back seats real nice. Side panels are nice. I don't see any seat belts. You have to put seat belts in the car. I think I said power top. Wow, this is a manual top. I see the little latches here. When you undo these little latches, it's spring loaded. It's very easy to put up. That's surprising. Car loaded with options has a manual top. But not a problem. It's got new rubber. The convertible top itself looks new and fresh. So it is a VIN number matching 400 motor, 330 horsepower. It looks all stock, the manifolds, valve covers, air cleaner, even the hoses going to the air cleaner. This is the factory air conditioning system. It was updated with the newer Freon at some point, not by us, but at some point it has been. You got the fender supports and the shroud, and again, not a nut and bolt restoration, but it's all here, it's all proper, it all fits nice. Clean alternator, we got power steering. This is part of the cruise control. We got power brakes. Got the under hood insulation. Long list of options. It seems to run real well. Yep, you gotta slam the trunk all because of that new rubber. So yeah, amazing car. You're not gonna find a Firebird 400 convertible with all this equipment. It's a California car, low ownership, number match, documented. It makes, right now, the way it sits, it just makes a great weekend cruiser, cruise night type car. But it's an investment. This is better than your stock market or money in the bank. This is a rare special car. There's not another one of these out there. There's other Firebirds, but there's not one of these. This car would even warrant a full nut and bolt restoration. Serious Pontiac collector would pay big, big money for this car in any condition, but the potential's there to even make it perfect. But anyway, go to volocars.com. Talk to the salesman about your questions. They'll help get this delivered to your door. They'll help you finance it if you go to volocars.com. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified as the new videos are posted. Thanks for watching.